and persecute you.
The question.
That's our commandment.
Daniel has said something beautiful.
That's in Matthew chapter 5.
Daniel.
I'll give you reference after reference.
Okay.
But what does that got to do with jizya?
I'll tell you why. Okay. You mentioned a point that Prophet married at 9 years old. I am asking Daniel, where does he come from? He doesn't want to tell me. Why? Why do you think? Because he's from
I want to
Africa.
stick with the topic.
Because Daniel is from Africa.
I want to be honest and stick with the topic.
If we argue.
Because you jumped. That's why I talked about that.
Daniel, you raised the point. I want to address it. I want to show your audiences that any single rubbish you throw at us can be responded to.
Okay, respond to the jizya one.
And I want to show you. I want to show you.
The reason why you're jumping on that is because you don't have anything to say.
I want to show you
what Muhammad said about jizya. You don't have anything to say.
I want to show you.
That's why.
I want to show you audiences that you are absolutely dishonest about your own history, about your own ancestors.
My livelihood is under the shade of my spear, and he who disobeys my orders will be humiliated by paying the jizya. Sahih Bukhari, book 55, chapter 88. Okay. Muhammad said this. Show me my dishonesty in that.
How do you humiliate a Jewish prime minister?
Ask Muhammad that.
You answer my question.
Ask Muhammad. Don't ask me.
Can you answer me?
Ask Muhammad.
Okay.
Ask Sahih Bukhari. Don't ask me.
Let's assume what Muhammad. Let's assume what Muhammad said is true. What happened in Spain?
You want to assume what Muhammad.
Okay, wait.
You want to assume what Muhammad said is true. That's not true.
Okay.
You want to assume
you don't know.
this is true.
Okay, let me explain. In Islamic Spain, Al-Andalus, you know Muslims governed Spain for nearly 7 centuries.
No.
Yes, for the first 3 centuries of Muslim rule. For the first 3 centuries of the Muslim rule, Muslims governed as an Umayyad empire. For 3 centuries, Muslims governed as an empire, the Umayyads. And throughout the Islamic law was applied fully. In Spain, there were 2 Jewish prime ministers in this period in Spain, right? One was Hasdai ibn Shaprut.
Battery's going, sir.
Hasdai ibn Shaprut. No, Jewish man.
Battery's dying.
Okay, I know it's dying.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do? Because you're not answering the question.
Well, you can take it from our footage.
You're not answering the question.
No, you can take it off footage.
Answer the question. Okay, I don't want lecture, man. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Yes.
What's the purpose of
this? It's a tax. It's a tax. What's the purpose? He's claiming. He's claiming.
What did Muhammad say? What did Muhammad say about jizya? Humiliation. He said humiliation. That's why. No. So Muhammad Muhammad going wrong.
We had a long discussion on this.
No. Muhammad going wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
I don't know what to do now.
Now watch this.
We're going around and around and around. I'm concluding.
This is the finish off. This is the finish off.
Okay, I'm summarizing.
You can't debate this.
With regards to those reports where the Prophet said jizya is for this, humiliation, whatever. First of all, I'm not gonna believe that because I don't believe your translations. Pull it out in Arabic.
Sahih Bukhari. I'm giving the
pull it out in Arabic.
Numbers and chapters.
What's the hadith number?
I'm giving you.
What's the hadith number?
Sahih Bukhari, book 55, chapter 88.
Okay.
Take it out.
Bukhari.
Sahih.
Wait. Book 58.
Book 55.
Book 55.
Chapter 88.
Why we are paying?
And hadith number. Hadith number. Yes, Sheikh. Wait. Hadith number.
No, you take it out on that one.
I want the idea to reach them. He's going to go.
When you do that, it will come up for you. Take it out.
Hadith number.
It doesn't say it.
Hadith number.
No, that doesn't
so
say it.
He doesn't have the hadith number.
Wait. You know Sahih Bukhari has different numbering systems? Yes. Do you know that?
Give me a hadith. Give me
one of the numbering system is this one.
Give me a hadith number.
There's no hadith number on this one.
Any number.
So when you take it out, oh my God. Just take it out, man.
Take what out?
Book 55, chapter 88.
I couldn't find it. I make search for what you said. I couldn't find it in that number.
You couldn't what?
I couldn't find the number.
What was the number I gave?
88, 55.
55, 88. Not 88, 55.
55, 88.
Let's see.
Okay, here it is. Which one? This is book 88. Okay.
That's apostates.
Yeah, I don't know. I put chapter, book 55, chapter 88.
See here, I couldn't find it. But anyway, it's about...
Wait. I need Arabic. I need Arabic. I don't need English.
You don't need English.
Yes, we're not denying it. We're not denying it. But what we're denying...
Why are you taking it out? This guy! Why are you taking it out?
I want the Arabic. I want the Arabic. I want the Arabic. Until you have the Arabic, don't talk to me.
Right.
Yeah, don't talk to me. Because we don't want your spins on a hadith. The point is, even if it's true, let's say, even if the hadith says that my provision is on the tip of my spear and we will humiliate the Jews. Who is he talking about? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet is in continuous warfare with the Romans, with the pagans of Quraysh, with the Jewish tribes like Khaybar. The Prophet is in continuous warfare. So this is the language of war.
Show me that.
This is the language of war. This cannot be used, you know what we call nuance of the Islamic sources or critical thinking on the Islamic sources. When you study the Islamic sources, you come to realize the norm of the Muslims is what? When we live with the non-Muslims, they live under Islam with harmony, with tolerance. They practice the faith as they like, and to an extent where they can have high positions like a prime minister. I gave you two examples. Hazda ibn Shaprut was the prime minister of Spain in the 10th century. Then Samuel Hanagit was the prime minister in Granada of Spain, Jewish man. So if Daniel is correct in his understanding that every single Jew, every single Christian is to be humiliated, then there would be humiliation throughout the Islamic history. The Jews would never find a refuge with the Muslims. The Christians would never find a refuge with the Muslims. Wait. What I'm telling you is that
all the Muslims disobeyed Muhammad.
Yes. By your understanding, yes.
But Muhammad said it's for humiliation.
Yes.
Oh my God, this guy.
Your logic doesn't make sense.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What about?
Okay. I'll ask a question. Now watch.
Stop talking.
Now watch what happens. My response to this point. I'm finishing. My response to this point is, we know the Christians are burning witches alive. We know the Christians throughout version. It is not
Crusaders.
You see, now you're getting angry. There's a reason. Christians were killing the Christians throughout.
Why are you moving?
I'm countering your argument.
What is
Did the Muslims?
We Christians are not commanded to fight anyone.
I'm finishing right now.
We're not commanded to fight anyone.
I'm finishing right now.
We're to love our enemies. Since when did you become so liberal?
The question.
That's our commandment.
Daniel has said something beautiful.
That's in Matthew chapter 5.
Daniel,
give you reference after reference.
Okay.
But you just talk without reference.
Okay, Daniel, can you deal with the reference in the Gospel of Luke where Jesus said, "Bring my enemies in front of me and kill them"?
What chapter is that?
1927.
What chapter is that?
Chapter 19, verse 27 of Gospel of Luke.
Can you read it from
Are you
verse
listening?
11?
Not have a debate. Can you ask Daniel
Can you take
to
it out?
respond? Can you ask?
Can you take it out from verse 11?
I've given you the reference.
Verse 11 to 27. Read it.
No, read it.
No, read it.
So what's that? What's that got to do?
Read it.
What's that got to do in one verse?
What? I'm giving the context.
Thank you. He wants to give the context.
So I am giving
He wants to give the context.
So I'm not giving you context with your Islamic sources?
No, you're not.
So
You're a liar.
Tafsir.
You're a liar.
I haven't given you hadith. I haven't given you Quran. That's what you're saying.
Listen.
You know what? Let the audience decide on that.
Let the audience decide. So the bottom line is, I'm summarizing. Saeed. Here is an example.
I'm going to summarize.
Here's an example, ladies and gentlemen. Summarize there on the side. Oh, we can move on the side, no problem. To be courteous to Christians, we'll move on the side, no problem. Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you. But this is clear. That Christian missionaries are not only ignorant, they are dishonest. They are dishonest. When you give them the context, they don't want to know. And when you corner them with one of the arguments.
Sahih Bukhari.
Okay. Can you before you read Sahih Bukhari, I have a request. Can you now tell us why did Jesus say, "Bring my enemies in front of me and kill them"?
Jesus never said that about him. It was a parable about that. servant.
Thank
and
you.
master.
Thank you.
It's got nothing to
What
do with
was
it.
the purpose of the parable?
The parable explains itself right
No,
there.
okay, what?
So don't
It explains.
divert.
It
Don't
explains.
divert.
Who is the king? Who is the king?
Jesus.
In the parable, who's the king?
55.
Who is the king in the parable?
Narrated